tough new restrictions on insurance policies for kennels taking in XL bully dogs could trigger a rise in attacks this summer. talkTV can exclusively reveal. The government's new rules do allow dog centres to house the breed, but a hike in insurance costs have caused some kennels to refuse to take them in.
Well, one insurance policy seen by talkTV states an XL bully dog must be kept separately in a kennel of its own, kept on a lead with a muzzle and given a 1-to-1 ratio with a dog handler. But with many kennels' resistance to pay for these extra provisions, more XL bullies could end up back on the streets.
Joining us now is the general manager of a charity that's very close to my heart, All Dogs Matter. Thanks for joining us, Ira Moss. Ira, this could be a problem. If kennels aren't able to take in XL bullies, and probably by extension other classified dangerous dogs, and people still want to go on their holidays, we could end up with dogs roaming the streets. We could end up with people being in danger, don't you think?
We could, even though I think at this point, most of the more irresponsible owners, if that's what I can call them, that have had XL bullies, have at this point probably abandoned them or rehomed their dogs. So the XL bullies that are now left that have been, let's rephrase it, the XL bullies that have been now been registered legally so that owners can legally keep them, those owners are probably less likely to abandon their dogs at this point, I would have thought. We're a rehoming centre, so we're not a private boarding kennel, and I need to double check that on the status of the boarding section of what their licensing is. However, I do know that I spoke to a trainer last week who said she isn't allowed to have XL bullies as part of the group training. They have to be one-on-one. They can't come to a group training. So if someone wants to train or socialise their XL bully, it's a bit harder. They can't come to those classes because of insurance. And sadly, I think that by the summer, most of the XL bullies that are left in the UK or in London or wherever they may be, we were receiving on average 10 to 20 calls a day during December and January, before the ban came into place. And sadly, I would imagine a lot of those dogs have now been picked up by dog warden services or whoever, and probably aren't in the system anymore because of the ban. If they were being abandoned by law, they were being euthanized. So there probably won't be that many left in circulation, if you like, by the summer.
Ira, before this legislation, given the, well, let's call it bad PR that the XL bully has got, would you have considered taking one into your kennel?
Oh, we did. We took a lot in because they weren't a banned breed, and there were a lot being abandoned. So they were kind of a bit like the Staffies were 10, 15 years ago. That was the highest abandoned dog in charities was the XL bully, and that's now changed to the Cane Corso and Presa Canaria and German Shepherds. So we were taking them in. If they were abandoned and left at the dog warden service after the 7-day stray period, we were taking them in, and we rehomed quite a lot. And the people that we rehomed them to have registered them, because you'd hope if people are adopting through a charity, they're going to be a little bit more, maybe sort of thought a bit more about adopting a dog, and the charities can make sure that these dogs are hopefully going to a lot more responsible owners. But people that are just picking them up online for free because there's still no legislation, we can get an XL bully in tomorrow. If we don't take the XL bully in, or charities don't take them in, and that owner or the owner at the time that they want the dog on, if they put that up online, let's say, anyone who picks that dog up, they may not be able to insure it, and they can then abandon it.
Well, Ira, you do great work, and it's great to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.